But what I don't get is you know this, and yet you still support Kamala Harris. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You are watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I hope and pray that every last one of you guys, I'm just messing with y'all. I just kind of did that to throw y'all off because y'all just so used to my pitch, you know. But anyway, no, seriously. Hit this like button right here. That way my content can consistently be recommended to you, and it also helps push it out there in the YouTube shadow ban realm of the algorithm. Yeah, I'm being shadow banned. They don't like the stuff I put out. Make sure you follow me on all the platforms you see above and below. If you want a video clip of yours played and I shout you out for it, make sure you go to patreon.com/modern renaissance man to do that. Make sure you read the tiers in their entirety. Last but not least, double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. 45 seconds. I'm getting good at this. Now, if y'all tell me, dude, you need to slow down. Some of y'all, hey man, your intro's a little too long. Look, seconds? A minute, really? You know you can fast forward it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, did I already say make sure you are subscribed to the channel? I said that? Yeah, I already said that, yeah. Okay, so the Breakfast Club is catching a lot of, upticks, whatever, because Charlemagne came out and he pretty much talked about a commercial that was played during a football game that exposed something that Kamala Harris is doing that a lot of folks act like it is a lie when it comes to these certain type of surgeries that they're having for prisoners along with migrants, asylum seekers, illegals that are coming into the country, and they're really pushing it. And again, ladies and gentlemen, the overall end game of all of this is to get rid of God's most precious creation, human beings. The enemy hates y'all like nobody's business, and that's the ultimate goal. So y'all, these policies, anything that leads to, matter of fact, the Bible tells you the wages of sin is death. Anything that leads to death like that is letting you know it's just the wages of sin. Pushing these transgender things you can't create, which means there won't be no more life. Life is being stalled because of these policies, because of what people are doing to themselves. You think that you can really freeze your eggs, you're going to come back to them and be able to have kids? No, they tried it already. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. I just threw that in there. That won't cost you nothing. Check this clip out right here with Charlemagne and God. And if you don't like the fact that there's going to be some pausing in here, you can go on to any platform and look up the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne and God regarding this commercial here. So let's go.
Ad they was running during the football games this weekend, claiming the vice president supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the U.S. That was nuts. I don't know if it was.
I wouldn't say
no pun intended.
Nuts, but that was crazy.
That was funny.
I don't know if it was the backdrop of football. But when you hear the narrator say Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners, that one line, I was like, hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
I definitely see that. She did
that ad was effective.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
It's hard to believe, but it's true. Even the liberal media was shocked Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners and illegal aliens.
Every transgender inmate would have access.
Kamala's for they, them. President Trump is for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Kamala.
Now, y'all not going to get me like y'all did the other day. This is real. Some of y'all not going to get this inside joke. It might be a long-running inside joke for ones that know what happened. Yeah, she supports that. Not only that, folks, there's a difference between you supporting something and you encouraging something. Why is there a big push to feminize men? Why is there a big push to completely castrate men? That's what this is. Castrate. I don't see them doing this big of a push in women's prison. Look who always fills the White House and things like that when they always have these so-called parties. Look what Joe Biden had on the lawn. It was a full-blown man out there who had some breast implants completely off, just bouncing around on the White House yard. A full-grown man, ding-a-ling and everything, but he had some women's breasts. During the White House ceremonies, look who they have dancing through. They're looking like some Alice in Wonderland trip going on. When I say trip, people tripping along mixed with some Hunger Games like type stuff. All through the White House. Why push that? What is the importance of that? To show what? It has not changed anything. It's not like that the population amongst the LGBTQ folks have just exploded in numbers. They still represent like ultimately altogether, they still represent like 3% of the population that even believes in it, whether it be gay, like all of it, all the alphabet letters, all the alphabet letters all together still represent less than 3% of the population. So it didn't change anything. Anyway, just threw that in there. Here we go.
Took a picture with a transgender, and it was this is what they were saying, that it made it seem like Kamala supports transgender sex changes in jail with our money. That's
correction. It didn't make it seem like that was like it. It wasn't no seem. That actually that's what it is. And again, it's a difference between supporting something versus encouraging it. Why are they pressing and encouraging men to be like this? Anyway, keep going.
So that's what it came across.
Yeah, isn't that what they're saying?
It literally said that Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners, and it talks about how she supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the United States. That ad was impactful. It was. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn.
Was it because it was during football?
Yes.
I think it was because it was during football.
But then last week, like the contrast of it.
Yes.
But then last week they had the same thing running on Tim Walsh and said he likes tampons in boys' bathrooms.
I would not have paid that. I don't think I would have paid that commercial no attention.
Why? Why? That's just as significant and important. Why would dudes, man, this is ridiculous. Man, this is like, y'all, I'm serious. I'm going to treat, folks, some of you that believe in this crap and you go along with this crap, I'm going to treat you as such. We literally have a real individual. Look, when I did one of my rotations, I had to go to a place in St. Louis called Behavioral, and I'm just, hey, shout out. Bellefonte Habilitation Center. Shout out to y'all. Those are people with real mental issues, real mental retardation, real behavioral issues there. They can't help it. You're talking normal human beings without those mental disabilities or mental incapacities. I can't even say it. I'm having Joe Biden's encephalitis. Being mentally incapacitated. Jesus Christ. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm having a Biden moment right now. You know what? We beat Medicare. No, but being mentally depleted. How in the world do you normal folks get to a point where you go along with literally having tampons in boys' bathrooms and you think that's okay? Well, that's because you're stupid. I'm not saying to be condescending or mean. I'm saying that literal. Okay.
If it was any other time, but when you're watching football and you just what the hell? In between big commercials, they give you this? That ad.
So yeah, you don't have to believe this, folks. You can go and look at the ad yourself. And Kamala Harris does much talking. This is not nobody trying to manipulate her words. This is not a manipulation of what she said or anything like that. It's legitimately what she is saying. She is saying she is for that. She pushes that. She don't just support it. They encourage this stuff. Why is there a big push, folks? I told you, ultimately, in the end, you are made in God's image, and the enemy hates that image. That's why a lot of policies that are being pushed, if you look at the end game, it is all about death. It's all about death. Death to your spirit, death to your emotions, death to your goddamn on just overall spiritual being. It affects all those things. Don't believe me. Look at the end game of these policies. Take the big old radical feminization of women so far, right? Women that go on and don't do things that they are created to do, they live a horrible, unfulfilled life like 80+% of them do. They don't tell y'all that. I get to see files and stuff in the hospital. Women are on way more antidepressants and anxiety medication than men are. And most of these women that are on that, let's say out of 100 women, out of 100 women that are on antidepressants, 85+% of them all are single, all in their mid-30s, late 40s, early 50s, versus the women who are married and have children. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm just giving you a sample. So what I'm saying that for is, remember I just got done telling you, is going to be death to your emotions, your mental health, your spiritual health, which can ultimately affect your physical health. What's another one? Men go and get these surgeries done that they're talking about in here. Do y'all even understand what they have to go through? Y'all go watch a video on YouTube of what they do to men to give them a wound. It's not a vagina. They can try to sit there and do plastic surgery to it all they want to. It will never be a vagina, ever. Your body doesn't even recognize it as a legit sexual organ. That's why it tries to close it up. You want to know why? Because the body thinks that it's a wound, which it is. So anybody that might do any type of sexual intercourse with somebody that had their penis completely chopped off and manipulated into a plastic surgeon vagina, it's not a vagina. It is a wound. And anybody that's doing something with a trans that has one of those fake vajayjays, you are sticking your penis in a wound, a decubitus ulcer. You are putting your, I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be nasty, but I'm just telling you the truth. That's literally what it is. See, right now, every human being right now, we all have a anus, a rectum, a booty hole, okay? And out of your booty hole comes poop. Let me ask you a question. Why isn't your booty hole closed up? Huh? Because it is a function. It is a part of your body. It's a part of your body. It's supposed to be. Everybody, all you women that have a vaginal canal, why isn't it closed up? Women that has a urethra where your pee come out of, why isn't it closed up? Men, your penis, why isn't your urethra closed up? That hole, why aren't your ear holes closed up? Huh? It's supposed to be there. So why is it that if you go and get these sex changes and they're giving you a fake vagina, why you got to keep on putting technically dildos and keeping the dildos in there for a long period of time to keep it from closing? Why is it that when you get your ears pierced, you have to keep the earring in there? What would happen if you take the earring out after you got your ears pierced? It's going to close up. Why? Because the body recognizes it as a wound. It's easy. That's truth. That's biology. That's science. Loonies. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think by putting in the comments below after this video. Don't forget, if you want to see the next video that I'm doing in chronological order, it's going to be up there. Things that I do on this channel that you may not know about, that's a variety, will be down here. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.